a close friend to my dad.
My teammate's dad.
So I recently lost my grandmother to cancer.
My grandfather.
Actually, my nonna was diagnosed with it when my mom was little.
Yeah, I have a couple grandparents and great-grandparents who've had cancer.
I was very close with my nonna. I used to go to her house every day after school.
My wife was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma.
I'm a cancer survivor myself.
That situation kind of prompted me to realize that a lot of people are affected by cancer.
My husband was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer.
My grandmother had to take care of her mother when she had cancer, and now she has to take care of her husband, my grandpa, who has kidney cancer.
My grandfather had 6 types of cancer over the span of 25 years.
My aunt actually passed away with cancer about 2 years ago.
My granny, she had breast cancer and she fought it for 8 years.
In the past year, my godfather passed away from cancer.
It's very sad to see somebody who you really love battle with a horrible disease.
Even though that was a while ago, he did pass away. It's definitely still felt today in like certain aspects when we talk about him, but it's nice that we can talk about him.
My other grandpa had kidney cancer. He had to get his kidney removed, and he also had a bunch of other health problems, like he had a couple heart attacks recently.
And my dad will every so often say little things that my grandpa used to say, or just little like bits of wisdom.
At the end of it, she just couldn't even get out of bed, and it was just very sad to see.
A lot of the time, I think mostly of my family members before myself, and watching like my mom especially go through that and try to put on a brave face for us, it was like really difficult.
I remember the whole team going to his funeral, and it was really sad for our whole team.
My dad was diagnosed at the age of 13.
They basically had a conversation with his parents saying that he was not going to survive.
During the lockdown especially, we weren't allowed to leave, and it got to a point where I wasn't even able to leave to even go see her or see my other family, actually.
I underwent some surgeries, 6 months of chemotherapy, which was probably the most difficult thing I've ever had to go through.
I started spending more time with him, getting to know him, and really just being his granddaughter.
You know, it made me feel in a way where I was like very sad because I actually see him the day that he passed away. He just wasn't himself, but I'm happy that he was in the care of my family.
When my mom finally told me what was going on and how she was sick, I was pretty sad.
So he underwent many, many rounds of chemotherapy.
It's hard to explain, but he kind of almost lost himself.
I always thought I did everything right in life.
It kind of feels like there's a hole.
She didn't tell anyone until like the last couple days.
It's had a big toll on my dad, and it's been tiring him out a lot, so that's one thing.
The Relay for Life event is a great event. It's a party with a purpose where everybody fundraises.
It's a charity and a fundraiser.
We have to fund the research that is taking place because it will only be through that research that we're going to be able to find a cure for cancer.
I know what it feels like to be in that situation and feeling so helpless that you can't do anything, but we can.
We're trying to show everyone that they can connect on that level.
It's gonna be such a good realization about, oh my gosh, all these people are here for cancer.
It's a great cause and we need to help research because when there's research, we know how to help everybody else.
Things have really evolved in the past 27 years due to all the fundraising and the donations that people make.
It is our responsibility to take care of others that we know.
While we're able to relay and do these things, it's important to do them because we can and because there are so many people who can't.
Cancer really extends to many people. People should be aware of it.
Even though you're a high school student, at some point cancer is going to impact your life, whether it be with a parent, a sibling, or even yourself.
Sometimes you don't all come together and really embrace how everyone feels about certain things.
Because there isn't one person, I don't believe, in this community and in this world that isn't affected or knows someone who has been affected by cancer.
You're gonna get tired at hour 6. right? You're gonna be tired of walking around the track. You're gonna be tired of doing that. At the end of the event, we have a luminary ceremony that honors all the people that everyone's relaying for. And it can put into perspective of like, you know, yeah, we did something good. And that's the key thing, is that, you know, we put those donations forward and we participate in order to make the situation for people who are going through cancer better for them. And who knows, you might be making it better for yourself.